Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Kyla and my channel is just a plethora of all things that I love, and today we are doing an updated American Girl collection for spring of 2022. I did one of these back in I think November, but things have changed. I got dolls, I sold dolls, things were changed, so I figured now would be the time because they're all dressed for spring. So in this video, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about each one and when I got them. They are displayed here, not in order. I kind of have them sorted by category and my camera work is not the greatest and this is not the best place for them, but you know what, they can all fit on the stairs. So this might be a little bit of a longer one because you know I love to ramble, and especially about my dolls. They are my absolute passion. I currently have 62 18-inch American Girl dolls, most of which I purchased on my own, some of which were gifts, and I am extremely blessed and thankful for them. This video is not intended to brag. As per usual, it is just to showcase my collection. There will also be a video that kind of corresponds with this, and it will be explaining all of their outfits for the most part. So sit back, relax, grab a snack, and enjoy. The first doll in my collection is Margaret Mildred Kit Kittredge, and she is a historical kit that my parents got for me as a Christmas gift when I was 3 years old. The second doll in my collection is Kirsten Larson, and she is a historical Kirsten that my great aunts bought for me when we went to the American Girl Place Chicago for the first time. It was my first time ever in Chicago. I think I was about 4 years old, and she was my favorite out of my first 5 dolls. So she's a little bit worse for wear, but I still love her. My third doll is Molly Jean McIntyre, and she is a historical Molly McIntyre that I got for Christmas from my mom and dad in, I believe, 2003. Yes, 2003. And she, if you notice, one of her legs is significantly shorter, and I have a couple dolls that actually have this problem, so that's why they have that really cute, unique little head tilt going on. So for Christmas of 2004, the Samantha movie was actually released, and it was the first American Girl movie to ever exist, and it was an absolute treat. So with that being said, they also released Nellie O'Malley, who was the first best friend doll. So for Christmas that year, I got Samantha, who was on the left, and Nellie, who was on the right, from my mom and dad. 2005, Felicity on the left here was on the fireplace, and Elizabeth on the right was underneath the Christmas tree. So the Felicity movie was my absolute favorite growing up. Elizabeth was my favorite doll in my original childhood collection. These two have definitely seen better days, but they're not in terrible condition, and I still love them just as much as I did when I opened them. Christmas of 2006, my parents got me Molly McIntyre's best friend, so this is Emily Bennett. Emily has that same cute little leg defect like Molly and Felicity, and I think it's just really enchanting. So she actually came a ton of places with me. I have a lot of memories of taking this doll everywhere. She came to the American Girl Cafe with me. She came to an American Girl tea with me. She is just really, really special, and I absolutely adore her. For Christmas of 2007, my parents got me Julie Albright, and she is actually a doll that my dad paid attention to, because after I got back into collecting, he's like, why don't you have the hippie one? And I'm like, I do, you bought her for me like over 10 years ago. You can't have Julie without Ivy. And for Christmas of 2008, my grandparents actually got me Ivy. And this doll, I did not change or do anything with until I got back into dolls in 2019. So she is in like incredible condition, and she's so cute, you guys. She was actually my only Jess mold growing up. On Christmas Eve 2019, I ordered this girly right here, and this is Sophia Catlin James, a renamed Blair Wilson Girl of the Year 2019 doll. If you're familiar with my story, you know I stopped collecting in 2009, and I didn't even think about dolls for a solid decade until Kirsten Larson popped into my mind one December day while I was at work, and then I went home. I learned that most of my childhood collection was retired, and I took a chance and I bought Sophia here, and she really, really is to blame for basically all of this. This right here is technically Isabel Palmer, Girl of the Year 2014, but in my collection, she is Mini Kyla. So I did eye swap her to have blue eyes that match mine, and she was actually the first secondhand AG doll I purchased, the first doll I boil washed and fixed up. And I love that her wig is not perfect because my hair is not perfect and I have so many flyaways. So I would not trade her for a perfect Mini Kyla at all. I love her. She's very, very special to me. This is Leah Suzanne Clark, and I bought her from an adult collector over on eBay for just $65 in absolute brand new pristine condition. Fun fact about her is she was the first doll I ever photographed, and because of that, I gave her my middle name.
For the next couple of dolls, the footage actually somehow was filmed in slow motion, so I had to take still photos, and I'm doing a voiceover. So I do apologize, but this is Eleanor Paige Larkin. She is a renamed Mary Ellen Larkin doll that I bought at the American Girl Place Chicago when I was there for my birthday with my best friend in January of 2020. Here we've got another dynamic duo in my collection, McKenna Celine Brooks and Caroline Grace Abbott. McKenna on the left, Caroline on the right. I bought them both from a seller on Facebook in absolute perfect condition. Miss Caroline's hair is about as difficult as she is personality-wise, so I really do need to spruce up those curls. I just haven't done it yet, but Caroline is absolutely one of my favorite historical dolls. For my 23rd birthday in January of 2020, my parents got me the Girl of the Year of that year. This is Mariska, my renamed Joss Kendrick, and I love her. Her wig is one of my favorites. Her face mold makes incredible customs. She was the first American Girl doll to have a disability. She comes with a hearing aid and a special ear mold so that the hearing aid can fit perfectly. For my first round of rewards points, I went ahead and bought myself a Be Forever Nenea Mitchell. So this is Lucy, and she is absolutely adorable. She's in her Aloha outfit, and it looks so beautiful on her. In April of 2020, I went ahead and took that giant leap of faith and bought my first custom. This is a custom Kit Kittredge, and her name is Penelope Rose Ewing, and she was made by Dallas Doll Co., formerly It's a Doll Life. She is very special to me because she was my first custom. Her name means a lot to me, and she's just, even though she is way different than a ton of my collection is now, I will always cherish her, and I will always think of the day I opened her, and it like opened up a brand new world of dolls to me. A little while after that, I added Miss Nyla Evangeline Forbes to the collection. She was also created by Dallas Doll Co. She is a custom Melody Ellison, and she was actually my first Sonali mold in the collection, so that's kind of a big deal. Natalie K. Lang arrived on May 20th of 2020, and I remember that because it was my dad's birthday, and she came in the mail, and I went to visit my parents, and I brought her with, and, you know, all the family was there, and I just remember I went outside, and I was taking pictures of her because it was a gorgeous spring day, and she was a custom 42 that was made by Heart of Forever and Always here on YouTube. Angel Nicole Newman is one of my most unique dolls. She is a custom Joss Kendrick that was made by Dallas Doll Co. Her wig is from B Beauty Designs, and she has these very special, unique-looking doll-of-a-kind eyes that make her either look, according to you guys, enchanting and or creepy. Hopefully this is the last doll for the voiceover, but in June of 2020, I found a Kaya and a Josefina, whom you will see later because she is now customized. But this is Kaya, and I found her on a Facebook group, and she is the cutest little thing. Kaya is actually my grandma's favorite doll, so whenever I look at Kaya, I think of my nanny, and I love Kaya. She's so underrated. If you don't have a Kaya, I want you to stop this video, go buy one, and then come back. Correction, this is the last voiceover. So at the end of June 2020, on their release day, I bought 83 and 84, Sienna Allison West and Zoe Brooke Chen. Sienna on the left, Zoe on the right. Sienna is my favorite Truly Me doll to ever exist, and she was actually the first Truly Me that I ever bought, and I loved Zoe so much that I went ahead and picked her up on the same day as well. Sienna actually has a fraternal twin who you will meet very shortly.
Coincidentally, on the day Taylor Swift surprised us all and dropped Folklore, I received this beauty in the mail, and this is Merlot Augustine Carrington, and she is a custom 84. I loved 84 so much, I commissioned Dallas Doll Co. to make me one with green eyes and red hair. She also has sparkly black eyeshadow because she is my little rebel. In August of 2020, I bought Marie Grace Gardner brand new in box off of Mercari for an excellent deal. I think it was mid-August of 2020 when I bought my first doll from Seb Repaints over on Instagram. This is Yasmin Mariah Weaver, and she is a custom CYO medium skin Jess mold, and she is absolutely one of the most amazing things I've ever bought in my life. Sometime in the summer of that year, I bought Ariel from Dallas Doll Co. She's obviously a custom Little Mermaid, and she's standing funny because she exclusively wears her fins because, you know, mermaids don't have feet. I used my rewards points to buy Truly Me 67, who I named Simone Bindi Houston. This is Chloe Colette Dickens, and she is a custom Kanani Akina with Truly Me 49 eyes and a wig from Exquisite Doll Designs. I said I wasn't going to get her, but on release day, I bought Courtney Moore, the historical 80s doll, who I renamed Rhiannon Sarah Nix, and yes, her entire name is inspired by Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac. So this is mini Ariana Grande, and I customized her myself. She was that Josefina that I bought with Kaya. For Christmas of 2020, my parents got me Primrose Harmony Carter, and she is a custom that was made by Small Friends, and her wig was given to her by my friend Allison. She is one of my absolute dream dolls. She is one of my holy grail dolls. I will never ever part with this one. She's just an absolute blessing. In January of 2021, Dallas Doll Co. was having a giveaway, and I entered not really thinking anything of it, and I ended up winning. So this is Cordelia Violet Mars, and she is a custom Blair with a peekaboo rainbow wig and really beautiful eyes. In February of last year, 2021, I bought the current girl of the year, Kira Bailey, who is on the left, and I renamed her Vienna Addison West because she is fraternal twins with Sienna, my Truly Me 83. And then, since I have a habit of purchasing them in duos, I finally did it and bought the gorgeous Addie Walker, and in my collection her name is Adeline Jade Walker, but you know, she still goes by Addie. After I purchased Vienna and Adeline, I just kind of put a PSA in a couple Facebook groups about retired dolls that I was looking for, and I came across this Truly Me 38 for an incredible deal, and she's perfect. There's nothing wrong with her. So this is Virginia Michelle Westfall, and she is my Truly Me 38, and she goes by Ginny. After I added the Addie face mold to my collection, I only needed one more because I had all the face molds that were out at the time, and that was the number 4 face mold. So I thought it was more easy to get a custom one. So this is Hayden Juliet Henner, and she was made by Dallas Doll Co. Of course, I love her. She is one of the most fun dolls to go take pictures of, especially in the fall because of her beautiful red hair. For American Girl's 35th anniversary, they did a special release of 6 of the original historical dolls, and this is my 35th anniversary Kirsten Larson doll. She does not get changed at all. She's the only doll I will ever have a double of, just because I'm not really a doubles collector, but I made the exception for my favorite childhood doll from when I was little. This is Remy Lilo Akina, and she is my Truly Me 79. I actually bought her from Allison as well. This is Esty, and she is a renamed Tenny Grant contemporary character, and I waited for so long to find the perfect Tenny Grant doll because, contrary to popular belief, I am a Tenny stan, and I absolutely love her. I think she's incredible. So yes, her name does come from the Taylor Swift Evermore album. Let's just get that right out of the way. This is Francesca, and she has a custom that I bought from my friend Emma, but her face up was done by Seb of Seb Repaint. I always slightly regretted not buying 85 when I bought 83 and 84, but I couldn't justify buying 3 of them all at once. So this summer I did it, and I bought 85, and I named her Ruby, and she is really amazing. I'm obsessed with her wig. This is Opal, and she is actually a custom that was painted by Emma, and she is one of my favorite dolls in my entire collection. I'm obsessed with her. She is just amazing. I've taken her a ton of places. She looks like the kind of glammed up version of Chloe, which is super fun. So this is Lilith, and she is my Truly Me 30. I bought her head for $30 off of eBay this summer and gave her a different body. And she has quite the little fun story because she's been in the sun a lot to get rid of the shine marks, but I love her. This is Daisy Ellison, and she is a renamed Melody Ellison that I bought this summer, and she looks the cutest in pigtails, so I've left her hair in these for a little while. This is Kanani Kawaii Akina, and she is Girl of the Year 2011. I actually had a previous Kanani before this, and that is the doll that is now Chloe. Her middle name of Kauai is actually after the Hawaiian island because that was the island I went on vacation to the year I got back into collecting dolls. So I figured, what better way to pay tribute to that time in my life than giving the name to one of them. This is the gorgeous Yvette Peters from the World by Us line. She is the first and currently the only World by Us doll I own. I absolutely love that line. Her wig is one of my absolute favorites, and her gray eyes are a very unique feature. This is my Truly Me 61, and her name is Lolita, and she is a doll that I actually bought at the American Girl Place Chicago when I was there with my parents and my aunt and uncle. It was the day after we went to the Genesis concert, and it was one of my absolute favorite doll purchasing moments. It's so fun, and I will always think of that time when I look at her. This is Mercedes, and she is a very unique doll in my collection. She was customized by Small Dolls over on Instagram. The first doll I bought in 2022 is the reigning Girl of the Year herself, Corinne Tan, and I bought her on her debut day, January 1st of this year at the American Girl Place Orlando. I was there with my family on vacation, and everyone was like, well, what's the one thing you want to do on vacation? And I'm sitting there just like, I want to go to American Girl on Girl of the Year release day because
I'd never done that before. So the next 6 dolls aren't mine, but I'm holding on to them. They do belong to my sister, and she gave them to me to fix up in January of this year. So this is Marisol Luna, Girl of the Year 2005. She was my sister's first doll. This cutie really shouldn't need an introduction, but this is Jess McConnell, Girl of the Year 2006, and my sister got her obviously the year after Marisol for Christmas from my mom and dad. For Christmas of 2007, my sister got Nikki, Girl of the Year for 2007. If you are noticing a theme, I exclusively collected historical and my sister mostly collected Girl of the Year. Here is a doll that has been fought over by my sister and I since 2008. We went to an American Girl tea and they were doing a giveaway, and my sister ended up winning Mia St. Clair, Girl of the Year of 2008. And this was always a doll I would take and I would play with her and my sister. I remember she would get so mad because Mia was hers. And I'm not ashamed to admit that I would break the rules and I would take her doll because I wanted this doll forever. When I got back into collecting, I asked if I could have her and she said no. So I went and bought my own Mia. I didn't connect with her. I don't know what it was, so I customized her and everything like that. But this one, for some reason, when I asked again, my sister said yes, and when I got this Mia, I literally felt like my life was made. Like, she is just, I don't know what it is about this particular Mia. I'm obsessed with her. As you can tell, she is wearing a new piece from the Love Shack Fancy collection, and I'm obsessed with her in this dress. Mia is one of my favorites. This is Sonali Matthews, Girl of the Year 2009 Best Friend doll, and I remember she was my sister's favorite doll growing up, so her limbs are super, super loose. I haven't tightened them yet because we all know Kyla hates to tighten limbs, but I have a Sonali. It's not something I, bring up a lot because she's technically not mine, and I'm not one of those that like hype Sonali up. Yes, she's gorgeous. Yes, she is the originator of the Sonali mold, but I'm not like one of those huge Sonali fans, but I do like that I have her for now. This is Ruthie Smithen's Kit Kittredge Best Friend doll, and my grandparents got her for my sister the year I got Ivy. This right here is Gemma, and I finished her, I want to say like shortly, like right before my birthday. So she is a custom Grace Thomas with Nenea Mitchell eyes and a straightened Exquisite Doll Designs wig. I made it my mission to complete the historical collection this year, and I never thought I would because of Miss Cecile Ray here. I found her for an incredible deal on eBay. She didn't come with her dress, so I had to buy it separately, but I won her and I was at my grandparents and I started freaking out, and I just remember we were all like so excited. And is she perfect? No, because her hair isn't perfect, but it doesn't bother me because she's gorgeous and I get to have a Cecile for my Marie Grace. This is my Be Forever Josefina that my great aunt and uncle got for me for my birthday of this year to help me complete my historical lineup. My most recent doll, and the last I needed to complete the historical lineup, is Be Forever Rebecca Rubin, and I bought her, there was a sale and I had rewards points, so I bought her in February of this year. If you have made it to the end, thank you so, so much. I really appreciate it. Be sure to let me know down below which doll in my collection is your favorite. It's so hard to choose because I know there's a lot of them, but just if you have one, let me know. If you have not already, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, leave that positive comment down below, hit that subscribe button to join the fam, and tap that really cool notification bell so you can know the exact moment I post a new video. Have a blessed day, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye, everybody.